did a review of Niji Boy song the last time and got some positive feedback to that. So this time we're doing a reaction to YG's new song, Praise Jah in the Moonlight, and we definitely obviously heard it when it came out when I started the video. So we're gonna do we're gonna keep this one short and do a little listen to and talk some things about the young man. First and foremost, if you don't know already, YG Marley is the son of Rowan Marley and Lauryn Hill. Lauryn Hill is an hip hop artist out of New York. And if you guys know anything about females in hip hop, you guys should know that she is probably one of the top tier in terms of hip hop. Her skills and her flow, her delivery was just massive. She won many Grammys, and rightfully so. The Grammy she won, from the Fugees when she was a solo act with other people, she garnered a lot of respect from her peers in the industry, and and her music was just so impactful. Every album that Lauryn Hill put out, I definitely say I picked up because it was worth listening to. Even the last album she did after she got together with Rowan Marley, which is the son of Bob Marley. I felt like the music was a little more different for her. The music was a lot more conscious. I don't know what he was saying in her hair, but the music was a lot more conscious. It was more less hip-hoppy and more like a deep self-reflection in her music, and more like a Bob Marley type vibes, speaking on social issues and reflecting on the soul and so forth. So her music is very inspiring. As a rapper, I don't think there's much rappers who can really touch Lauryn Hill, because you listen to her music, she's just like when she got deep into the rap, man, she was super talented. And obviously some of that has passed on to her son. I've been listening to his music now for a few days. Prior to that, I haven't really heard much about him. Maybe he's underground or something, but I started listening to him, and he's not bad. He shouldn't be. He grew up in a musical home, and if he's gonna pursue music, then he most definitely should should have some skill, because he has the great Lauryn Hill behind him, and then he has uncles and brothers, and his grandfather is the great Bob Marley. So him have a lot to draw from, and music should be somewhat exceptional, especially if he's choosing to make music and not to go into other genres. I just feel as if you're going to make music as a musician and you come from a certain background, you should be making good music, because come on, you have so much to choose from. Your family background is exceptional. The amount of people you have access to is almost unlimited. There's nobody that this kid probably can't do music with. All you have to do is mention him grandfather, and nobody will turn him down. And we are anybody in Jamaica, anybody international, any artist who even heard of Bob Marley is gonna do a song with him. Him can do any song with anybody. Come on, any Marley can do any song with anybody. We all know that. But anyway, YG again, his name is Joshua Omaru Marley, and he's the son of Lauryn Hill and Rowan Marley. Rowan Marley, if you guys, he's not really a big artist. People know more about him because he went to the U, my alma mater, and he played ball there. He wasn't the greatest, but he did okay. You understand? And I guess Lauryn Hill knew of him, and they got together. And however, I don't know. And they had this kid Omaru. This kid was born in 2001, which was when I graduated from University of Miami. So this kid is pretty young, and you can see it in his features. A pretty young kid. And again, his song is Praise Jah in the Moonlight. Before I go on, I'm a Christian, so I don't praise Jah. I praise Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior. Just put that out there. You understand? But for music's sake, make we listen to it now. When I really talk too much, I try to get through that one. Don't want to cut in too much, but I love how they slice in the Bob Marley mix first. to get you to kind of bite on it, because Bob Marley has a distinctive kind of nasal sound, with the reggae mix, and they put that in there to start out, and then the slicing Omaru next. That was a nice little touch still. And this is clearly a love song, he's pretty much telling the girl that he loves her, and then she's calling him a liar. So we're going to start again and listen to it one more time. So you can hear he has that nasal sound, as all of Bob Marley's kids kind of, they have their own sound, but they still have that Bob Marley sound, that nasal sound, and that deep in your throat kind of sound, that still have the Bob Marley sound. I don't know, man. Bob Marley's gene is something different, man. I've never seen such a person who had like a genes where, you can hear his genes in his grandkids, his kids, it's crazy. Bob Marley's genes is ridiculous, man. Like, and all of his grandkids and his kids pretty much can emulate his sound. It's just uncanny. Praise to Jah, which is Haile Selassie, who they call, who pretty much is lineage of David. They think that he's Christ's coming, so Jah remain pertaining to Jah. Not my thing. Again, I'm a Christian, so I don't really praise Jah, praise Jesus Christ. Just want to put that out there. But for music's sake, they always mention that in most songs, Bob Marley's song, and for Rastafarism, that's one of the main tenets of their belief. So, you're going to find Jah being mentioned over and over again. And then it's more of a love song, to Jah, and I guess, to a female. So the vibe's kind of nice still. It's a song you can, if you're going to Jamaica and you're driving on the north coast, or you're driving through Trelawney or Negril or wherever, if you're just on the beach and you're chilling, it's a tune you can listen to. It have the Bob Marley vibes with a little bit more modernism, because it's a different sound from the youth, but it's still got the Bob Marley reggae vibes. Like, we continue to listen to it still, because I don't really want to keep cutting to inspirational. He's saying, hey, anytime you're feeling alone, you can call on me. I'll be here for you. And not only that, he's saying, give Jah thanks and praises, whoever he's calling Jah. For me, obviously, give God thanks and praises, which is, always uplifting to the people that listen to a song like that. If you feel like you're going through something, and it's a song where you feel like maybe you can listen to, you can send it to somebody if you feel like they're going through something. You know what I mean? So that is the vibes, the Bob Marley, like, peace and love, and, come to me if you need help, or I'm here for my brother kind of vibes going on. And you hear him put pieces of things that Bob Marley would say, freedom and goal, this is not that, you can hear pieces of songs Bob Marley used to do if you listen to it again. Pieces of famous lines Bob Marley from his songs. He kind of chipped them in, which is good, you know what I mean? Because people who know that reggae music and Bob Marley will recognize those lines right away. So he put those in and incorporated in the song, which is good, you know what I mean? He's gonna have to create his own sound, just like how Junior Gang did. If it's a hip hop bass slash reggae, but he has Lauryn Hill to guide him among other people. So I think he's going to come through. My brother finish. Well, fam, um, that was it. Not much more to say. The song is good. I like it. It's a song where you're driving and you have all your windows open, the wind coming in. You're with your lover or whoever you're traveling with. It's a song you can really play and listen to and enjoy. The kid has a lot of potential. He has his mother there. The great Lauryn Hill, and he has inspiration to draw from his grandfather and all of his uncles and siblings. So he's in good hands. So I really expect more bangers from this kid. Hope he's not a one-hit wonder. The Marleys are not necessarily known for one-hit wonder. From Junior Gang to Ziggy Marley to all of them, they banging out. They make good bangers. Some more successful than others. But this kid has potential. I love his voice. He has that deep nasal kind of voice with that still Bob Marley sound. And let's hope they nurture him. And again, Lauryn Hill is his mom, so she's mad talented. I'm pretty sure he got some of the talent. If it's songwriting, I'm pretty sure she's there to help him. Maybe he's a great songwriter himself. Maybe he's not. I don't know. But hopefully, he puts out more bangers. And that was my reaction to YG. Praise Jah in the Moonlight, and thanks for watching, man. If you like more of the content, like, subscribe, and share. You know, my channel is mostly about firearms and stuff, but I'm still Jamaican, so I still put out, you know, content based on that. My channel is about me and all the things that I like. Motorcycles, dogs, trucks, guns, hunting, fishing, you know. Don't really have the time to do all of that, but when I do, I love to share it with everybody else. Mr. Black Mamba 305, signing out. Peace!